What's happening, Wrestling Nation? It's Coach Kennelly here with another episode of the Solitary Mind of a Madman series. And today I'm going on something that's a personal journey for me and I think can help a lot of you because I actually have a lot of experience here. I've helped people through it. I'm still going through the process myself. Is going to be coaches development. So we'll start at the top. What do you take to be in a room with me or kids that I would send a room that I would send my kids into? What are the bare minimums to get that done? So I look for a USA Wrestling certification and minimum copper, bronze preferred. If you'd like to go up silver and gold as I'm doing, that's even better. But minimally to get you in the door, we want that copper and bronze. Or if you're working with ladies, especially sponsor my Wrestle Like a Girl shirt, that's going to be that teal certification. I'll give you a little bit more because coaching wrestling for women is different and it's good to educate yourself. You expect your wrestlers to learn, you expect them to work hard, you expect them to do things outside the practice room, I hope, if you want to have a good team. So expect the same out yourself, model the behavior, and your students will start to follow along. Along with that USA Wrestling certification, you're going to get a background check. They're going to go through a safe sport process. So they'll be background clear. You'll make sure there's no creeps getting in the mix, even though obviously people still slide through, but you're doing your due diligence and you're getting that safe sport so they at least know how to interact with children, boundaries, because obviously wrestling rooms have changed a lot since, say you're a 30-something-year-old, 40-something, 50-year-old. The changes as you go up the ladder from when you've been in a wrestling room if you've been out for a while. So it's a good refresher just to see, 2024, how we do things and how that process is going to be going through as you do that. Step 2, so now you're certified, maybe you're starting to coach a little bit, find a mentor. Find a mentor is even better. I would definitely start with somebody locally. Look for the best person, and even if you got to drive a couple hours, I think throughout the U.S. there's a decent wrestling club or person within at least a 2-hour drive. And if you really want to grind, that's doable daily. I've seen people do it. I've done it myself. So go out there, find these people. Most people are really willing to give you their information, share with you. That's the reason why I'm making these YouTube pages. Reach out to me if you need to. Follow the YouTube, get me, we'll message personally, and I love to help you along your journey because I've had a lot of great people help me, people that didn't need to. I'm talking some of the best people in wrestling were open books. I got their cell phone numbers in me, and I call them when I need them, and it's helped a lot. And some I call, once a month, quarterly. Some I hear from them almost every day, and some I hear, weekly. Some it might be few and far between, but every mentor is a value. I've never climbed a mountain. It's something I'd like to do. But I think of it like a Sherpa. When you go up a mountain, you need to get your supplies and you have somebody that helps you guide the way. You can get up on your own, but it's a lot easier if you have somebody that's already done it. They could guide you. So people have already done most of what we want to do. And don't follow them exactly because you always be behind them. Create your own stuff. But it's good to have somebody to bounce ideas off of. Somebody you respect is even better. And I'd like to try to have multiple of those people around because multiple different ideas, just so you're not a full disciple to somebody and kind of a yes man, mimicking what they say. You want to get different perspectives of people from different viewpoints as well. So that's why it's not uncommon. I got mentors in all different states and some abroad. Zooms are available. There's easy ways to connect now. So find them, get out there. I've connected with a ton of people through YouTube. So make it happen. Those that want to be a human sponge are going to find the information. Those that proactively search for the information are going to find the information. Nobody's going to show up on, you came and you found this video, so you're already stepping the way, but nobody's going to walk in and be like, hey, you're going to be a great coach, let's teach you. And even sometimes if that happens and the person's not intrinsically motivated, it doesn't work out. So get off your butt, just like the wrestlers, and put in that work that you want to see them doing. So now we've gotten our certifications. We found a mentor. You kind of know somebody with some skin in the game. Ask them what are some good local clinics to attend. Get involved at the local level. For me, I started out with the Ringers Academy in Menomonee Falls, Askren Wrestling Academy in Heartland. I went to the BAM in Kenosha, crash trained up in Eau Claire, and we had combat out in southwestern portion of the state, Blue River, and also West Dallas Central. So luckily I'm in Milwaukee metropolitan area. There's great wrestling around here. Some of the best wrestlers in the world reside here. O'Toole, Keckheisen, Messenbrink. So it was really easy for me to find high-level wrestling rooms and find them fast. And then I got to compare and contrast as I started to make my own coaching style. So reach out to these people, go in their rooms, volunteer if you have to. If they pay you, that's even better. And just go get on the mats. Like, hey, can I watch a practice? Can I bring a couple kids to a practice? Can we cross-train? A lot of people like those opportunities, and they're willing to give and share those resources. And they're not, if they against you, kind of doing your own thing, And that's kind of bad because I want more people wrestling. I want to see you build. If I train with you and you go start your own program, now we got somebody else to compete with. We got somebody else building people. As long as there's enough of a need and you're not stepping on anybody's toes, it's beautiful. And we should have that feast mentality, not a famine mentality, trying to help other people, which is a reason why I'm forcing myself to make more of these videos, because I'm consuming a lot of YouTube and I want to give back too, because I definitely have a lot to offer. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Also with those, film if you can. I got a lot of, even you can check out my YouTube page, there's playlists of some of the best coaches in the world, and I'll laugh and I'll see comments, I'll be like, oh, somebody just wrote the other day, like, this technique is trash. Well, that person won 200 straight matches in college, that technique worked really well, so you might appreciate the feedback, but maybe you want to watch the technique once or twice more and see what that person was really given. And so it makes me laugh and makes me more humble too, when people, talk stuff about you. That's okay, because not everybody on the internet, it's okay to have opinion, but not all of them matter to you. So you choose what feedback you get to take in as part of your diet. Just like you choose what you eat, you get to choose what you digest and watch online, and make sure that we're staying humble, staying aware, but not dwelling on the negative, because there's a lot more positive out in the world if you go seek for it as well. Human sponge. So now we've done some local stuff. What's up next? We want to attend some state level stuff. Just like our wrestlers, they start winning locally. Let's bring them around the state, see if we can win a state title. So now we're going to join our local organization, the Wisconsin Wrestling Coaches Association. Was one of the first ones I got into. I also joined the Illinois Officials and Wrestlers Coaches Association. So there I joined the two local ones for me. I grew up in Illinois, I coach in Wisconsin. I still want to be involved with Illinois wrestling, and I still wanted to be on the forefront, have my pulse on the Wisconsin. And I brought people with me to both those. I didn't go on my own. I brought wrestlers, I brought other coaches. I tried to each one teach one, bring other people and bring them up with me to be that rising tide that raise all ships. So go into these state organizations, and there's some bad that you might have to do too. Like there's, especially in Wisconsin, you might have to bust up a good old boys club. There's a lot of old folks that I won't get too bad about, because I might work with these people in the future, but they're, they just want to work with who they want to work with. There's a lot more politics involved than it needs to be. I learned that at Fargo, where you coach a kid all the way, and then the team, whatever your state is, and maybe a different process, like, oh, we're going to take him now, where's coaching staff? Well, you don't know none of the moves that kid does. You've never seen him wrestle, and all of a sudden I'm going to trust you with the biggest tournament of life. You have to do it, but I'd like you to be more prepared for when that happens. Then you can apply to be on them staffs and that. Just so go in, don't be afraid to bust it up. And that's what I'm trying to work on now, and I think it's slowly getting there, and the state of Wisconsin's growing better. And we're going to have some changing of the guard. It's going to be really fun to watch, and some of it's already happening. So I'm not saying they're all the good old boys, but it's definitely, it's more, not as much of what you know, is more of who you know. But that's fine. Life is challenging, and I have the Jocko mindset of good. So it forced me to get better, forced me to make sure all my ducks in a row, so I could be undeniable when I go in there. When I say I want to be on the Fargo team, they're saying, yes sir, where do you want to go, when can we put you? Instead of applying, going through that process, making myself useful, making myself marketable, to where just like they needed Jalen, they're going to need me at one point. So now we've done that, we're making a little noise with the state. We even started to travel a little bit nationally. Join the national organizations. One of my favorite ones, the National Wrestling Coaches Association. Phenomenal organization, especially at the collegiate level. They've given me a ton of scholarships. I've got more coaches trainings through them. And I've also got coaches trainings at the state and local levels. So attend those. If a local person, I put on coaches clinics, and we'll go in more of that at the end of the video. If somebody's got it, go attend it. Reach out. I'm not the big networking guy. I'm not like too much of a social person. That's why I like the wrestling. But I got to go out of my zone to meet people and to get that better technique, because it helps the kids. When I was younger, if you wanted to find somebody good at wrestling, you couldn't go on YouTube. You had to literally go to them to find them. So I'm still of that mindset, but there is other resources and ways if you got different things that makes interaction difficult for you, because like one of my favorite YouTubers, Craig Jones, said, wrestlers are kind of Neanderthals and antisocial people. You've been in the rooms, you see them, we got some really great ones, but some of them can't hold a conversation. So if you're that ilk, just like you're wrestling, those things are things we can get better at, but we need to spend the time and try. So go out, put yourself out of your comfort zone, talk to those coaches. Like I had to go talk to all that good old boys club, and they've kicked me out of tournaments before. I was kicked out of Fargo, so that'll be maybe another video I went on that. And screw the guy that kicked me out of Fargo. You've seen me, you smiled in my face, and you're a coward. And instead of talking to me face to face, how I'd like to deal with problems, you went and snitched on me to USA Wrestling, and they told me. So you're on my list. I'm going to get you one day, and your time is coming. So that's that. FCA, getting back to a great thing. What's the F? Faith and Christian Athletes, maybe? I need to look that up. I apologize. They're a great organization. They've given me some scholarships. They've helped me to maintain my coaching certifications and give me other resources. And it's just a great organization, especially if you're faith-based, to look into and try to make something happen. They're a wonderful group of people, and they help me increase my faith and do better and follow my love for Jesus Christ. And I'm still going down that path. So I'm really grateful for the FCA and have nothing but amazing things to say about them. Even people that weren't religious were on those trips, and they did some of the things with us as well. So you don't necessarily need to be religious or even follow that religion, but they're just a useful resource. They don't push it on you, but if you want it, it's there. And the wrestling content is the best coaches I've ever been around, by far. They were motivated, they wanted to be there, so look into it if you don't know about it. If you got some questions, ask me, because I still talk to a lot of people on that, and those are some big people on my mentor list. Don't do everything all at once. This is a long list. Obviously, this video is going a little longer than I thought. Just try to get 1% better daily. Focus on a small task, like maybe you're just watching this and you're going to look up how to get your USA Wrestling card. Maybe you already have it, you're going to look up a local club you want to attend. Just find somewhere along the ladder and try to make yourself better. And you can't eat an elephant all at once. You eat it one bite at a time. Take your bite today, take your bite tomorrow, and eventually you're going to start stacking those gains. You have a good day, maybe you have 2 good days in a row, you stack it up, have a good week, you might mess around and have a good life. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to pass on to you. And all this is the sauce that I've been doing. I've done every one of these steps, and I'm just keep doing these steps. Next, we want to think out the box for our certifications. I'm Suplex certified. They're phenomenal. They got the workout bags, ropes, balls. Suplex is great. Find those guys, talk to them. You'll get wrestling specific workouts. So now I got strength and conditioning stuff that's specific to wrestling. It's not just running my kids, lifting weights, because I'm a big believer how to get better at wrestling is to wrestle. But these people have made wrestling specific workout tools. So once you get to a certain level, or if strength is an issue, use these. We need to be strong enough to execute our moves, and Suplex is a great brand. I'm not getting paid or sponsored by anything. If they want to be, holler at your boy. Daddy would like to get his beak wet. But, these are just things I use and I'm proud of, and I'd like to share their good stuff they've done for me. So be Suplex strong. And wrestling mindset. You're going to want to learn how to teach from the neck up, the head, and the neck down. A lot of us are neck down teachers, and that's okay. We execute the skills, but once you really start focusing on the mindset, the dividends come fast. But you need to live it. You can't be some geek off the street coming in fat, out of shape, and you're doing bad lifestyle and expect your wrestlers to follow along. They're going to be fat, out of shape, live bad lifestyle. You practice bad things, you get good at bad things. So start practicing good things and research wrestling mindset. They got a lot of free content out there. I started with that and got myself into being a certified wrestling mindset coach. And I've worked with teams, individuals, all the above. So it's a really great program, and I would encourage you to look into that because, the investment is worth it. I say, well, how much mentoring is wrestle? 99%, 90%, 75%, whatever it is. Most of them don't train that much time mental. Do the mental reps, put in the time, get your certification so you got the tools to do it. Now you know how to coach the wrestling. You know how to teach the mindset. You're getting your certifications. Well, your team might be getting pretty good at this point if you've done all these steps. Worked for me. I'm not nobody special. Just a kid from Burbank trying, make $1. Not last yet. Last. Create your own developmentals. Host them. Give back. Get other coaches certified. Be proud of that. If you watch this video and you get certified or you do any of these steps, post it, DM me. I'll make sure to send you some sort of fun wrestling package to thank you for your part on your journey, motivate you a little bit, and thank you for watching these videos. So these are things I'm doing. I'm going to certify a bunch of coaches around Milwaukee. I just started a new program. If you want to get involved with the Milwaukee Wrestling Association, holler at your boy. We're still looking. And we're getting the right people in the right spots on the bus. And the bus is moving. It's just starting to pull off. We had our first practice yesterday, so plenty of time. But this is what we're looking for in a coach. You could start way up here. I'm about down here. I'm trying to get back. That's part of this video. Because in the great words of Lupe Fiasco, one of my favorite artists, it always rings in my mind that one of his quotes was, "Did you improve on the design or introduce something new?" So that's what I want to do with wrestling. Wrestling is the world's oldest sport, But I come at it in a different way. I always look for different ways I can get better. That's why I teach a lot of throws, because not everybody teaches a lot of throws. It was a small place where I could jump levels above where people weren't working on. Foot sweeps. I concentrate on the weird parts of wrestling that people aren't doing, mixed in with the high percentage attacks. We're doing the high percentage attacks, your single legs, your down block go behinds every day, but we're also taking time to focus on the strange little things to introduce that new thing and improve on the design. There's been so much change in wrestling. You go watch a video from like the 1930s to the 1920s to the 2020s, it's gonna look completely different, even 50 years from now. So I'd encourage you to get creative, expand, use your minds. That's what we're all trying to do here, get better, and then try those things out. They're not all gonna work, but you got an unlimited dart, just keep flinging them at the dartboard, and when one hits, ooh, it's gonna feel good. I promise you that. So keep working, keep grinding. This is my small plan for coaches development. I say small, and I look at the video, we're going about 15 minutes or so. I'll let you get a small clip of the board in case you want to take any photos or things like that. But this process has worked for me. I'm about a decade in, and I still got a lot of work to do. And I think it could work for you too, because I've seen it work for other people, and I'd love to help other people on this journey, because I'm in my give back stage. I've won a lot of championships as a coach. I'm competing myself as an athlete too, so I can't be in the full head coach's role right now because I know how much time that takes. So I want to be that mentor. I want to be that person that helps out the program and help those young people that might not have a family yet, like I did at that time, really get out there, get after it, and grind. So thank you for watching. You could have been anywhere in the world right now and you watched this, and I appreciate that. And as always, it's going to be peace and much love to you.